Another episode of Scam of the Week.
Not too tall. You ready?
It's in the TVs.
Huh? What?
Yeah.
Right? That chocolate in my throat. Is that chocolate? That's what chocolate. See that chocolate?
Hold up.
All right, guys. Welcome back to the next episode of Scam of the Week.
Scam of the Week.
Scam of the Week. And what we're going to be talking about this week is a scam. And so there's 4 parts to what we're going to be talking about this week. The first thing we're going to be talking about are a couple of questions, right? And there's 4 questions. Marti's going to be showing you some questions that he actually engaged with the customer, asked the customer to get some clarity on those questions, and we're going to show you guys how that interaction actually looks. The first question is going to be around, is the device paid off?
That's right.
Right? Look, the next question is going to be around the IMEI, I can never get it out.
IMEI number.
Let me slow it down. Number, all right? So Marty, tell me exactly what the IMEI is and what it does.
The IMEI number is a number on every iPhone or Samsung. Any device has an IMEI number. It's like the social security number for that specific phone.
Exactly. It's like a VIN number on a car. So what it does is it helps understand that device, where it is, where it came from, when it was made, all of that kind of stuff. So yes, like you said, a social security number of the device, right? So IMEI. The next question is where to meet.
Where to meet.
Where to meet, right? That's a very important question. And the last question we're going to be talking about is
negotiating pricing.
Negotiating pricing. Now, let me tell you guys something. Who are we talking to? That's what I always want to do. Who are we talking to? No matter what part of the business you are in when it comes to this particular industry, right? Whether you're a solopreneur, whether you're just a regular Joe buying a device, right? Whether you're a business and you flip devices, you repair devices, you can be a medium-sized business, you can be a big business, you can be a solo business, right? Doesn't matter. At the end of the day, you know what you're going to be doing?
You got to be asking the right questions.
And you're going to be buying devices. And in this process, what we're trying to help you guys understand is how to avoid being scammed when buying devices. So let's get on to the first question, all right? First question is, right, is the device paid off?
Exactly. And so for this part, I'm actually going to show you a conversation that I have with people because I do this thing every day. I flip phones, I buy, I sell. Like right now, as soon as this show is over, like right now, as we're recording.
Like right now?
Yeah, like right now.
Like right now.
In a little bit. I'm about to go and find me a deal. You know, that's what I do. I love finding deals, but I take the proper steps to do it. Right. So, and we're going to show you how.
We're going to show you guys how. So the first question is the device paid off? So these are 4 questions you want to be asking when you're purchasing the device. You always want to have these questions answered. So if you need to make a little cheat sheet right now, write these questions down. And we're going to show you guys how, not only how to ask these questions, but what to expect in regards to the answer to these questions.
So let's go ahead and take a look. So this right here is an example of a conversation that I had with a person the other day. So I say, good morning, you know, is the phone paid off? And I actually mentioned both questions in this one. I literally always do that. Sometimes I separate, sometimes I put them together. So in this case, I put them both together. So question number 1 and question number 2 is in the same place. So is this phone paid off? And could you share the IMEI number to check, please? In other words, the reason why I asked for the IMEI number after I ask them if the phone is paid off, so they can tell you, yeah, it is. They can tell you whatever they want to tell you. I want to make sure myself that the phone is actually paid off.
It's all about the ability to verify the information. So yes, they're going to tell you what they want to tell you, but at the end of the day, what you need to be able to do is verify exactly what they told you is the absolute truth.
That's it. I got to do my own homework.
Got to do your due diligence.
Exactly.
Right.
Now, this is what the guy said. The phone is clean, not blacklisted. And yes, it is. And no, I can't. So in other words, no, I will not send you the IMEI number. You can have that when you buy it.
You can have that when you buy it. Are you serious? Imagine this. Imagine me buying an automobile, right? And the VIN number is scratched out or covered up or whatever the case may be. And a guy telling me I can't do my, what is it? The Carfax. I can't do a Carfax until I actually purchase the car. How ridiculous does that sound? That's about how ridiculous this guy sounds. Again, ding, 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 ding,
Scam of the week.
Scam of the week. Now, not saying that it's a scam, guys.
Not yet.
Remember the bell we talked about last time that's in your head? Ding, 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 ding. Answers like that, get the bell. The flag is raised.
Of course.
That should put you guys kind of at an alarm that this might just be a scam. But we want to go a little deeper, ask a little bit more questions.
So this is what I say to the guy. That's very risky, buying something without truly knowing its value and if it is paid off or not. I thank you for your time. I will pass.
Yeah, this right here was just too shady.
So in other situations, for example, other people will tell me, no, I cannot send it to you right here, but we can definitely meet and you can check before you buy it.
Exactly.
You know,
so that would be the response that we should be looking for.
Exactly. Right? So that's what you need to be looking for.
Yes.
It's not somebody who doesn't want to share the IMEI. It's somebody who say, meet me, I'll let you check it in front of me so you won't be doing nothing weird with the IMEI. Right. And then if you like what you have, what I have, then you can buy it.
Exactly. There is no reason why this guy shouldn't be sharing the IMEI. The IMEI, I can never get it out, Marty.
I know, right?
IMEI. I say it way too fast, but there's no reason why this guy should not be willing to share that. There's nothing Marty can do with that number that's going to compromise his device or his integrity or anything that he has on his side. So if he's not sharing or she's not sharing it with you, that's a flag you need to be aware of.
That is a flag. Because when people buy stuff from me, I freely share the IMEI. I've never had any problems with it. And I've been doing business. I've been flipping phones for 10 years.
Yes.
I had never had one situation. The only time I had a situation when somebody actually stole the phone from my hand. That's about it.
That's a situation. Right. But what happened in that situation? I don't even want to know. Moving on. So we asked 2 questions already. Is the phone paid off? Right?
Yes. And what is the IMEI number?
Exactly.
Or can I have it? Yeah.
That number. We're moving on to the next question. So the next question is, where should we meet? So once you get a check and a check for the first 2 questions, all right, the next question is, well, where do you want to meet, right? So, Marty, you got any examples of that? For those questions?
Yes, I actually do, and I'm about to show you. Right before I show you, let me tell you, a lot of people will say, well, you can come to my house and pick it up. A lot of other people say, well, come to my apartment, pick it up. A lot of people will say, well, meet me at Walmart, right outside Walmart. Meet me in the parking lot of Walmart. Or meet me at a weird place. I mean, a lot of people will ask you to meet them at a weird place. Anyways, let me show you what happened in this next one.
Give it to him.
All right. So the next one is, I asked the person, so after we talk about the phone paid up, blah, 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 all that kind of stuff. Well, supposedly she said the phone is brand new, is in the box, all that kind of good stuff. It's sealed. So I said, okay, fine. So I told her, can we meet inside AT&T store? Oh, it was an AT&T phone, by the way. So can we meet inside the AT&T store or a police station just to make sure my money is safe? That way I can let you hold the money while I open and test it. The reason why I'm telling her this way is because she said earlier conversation, she was telling me that in order for me to open it and test it, I will have to give her the money. And then she said, I'll stand there with my money at Walmart or whatever parking lot. I have to let her hold the money. And then she can lend me the box so I can mess with it, open it, and all that kind of
Now,
good
needless
stuff.
to say, guys, that is not safe, right? And safety is job one, right? There's nothing more important. So let's stress this. There's nothing more important than your safety. Right?
Of course.
And so in this world, this gig economy world that we live in, yes, there's a lot of trading, there's a lot of sharing, there's a lot of transaction going on, hand-to-hand, peer-to-peer transaction, right? With that being said, safety is number one.
Quit beating the microphone. It's not his fault.
But just get out of my way, microphone. But anyway, right? It is important. It is important to be safe. All right.
Yes.
Safety is job one. It doesn't matter what we're doing if we're not safe, because at the end of the day, we have to get back home to our families safe. So with that being said, this is a legitimate question that Marty asked, right? And some people would actually say, well, a police station, that's a little much, right? Not really. Actually, Marty, go ahead and let the people know that police stations are now actually recommending, right? And,
for sure.
And allowing you to actually do these transactions because they understand the environment.
Yes.
So they're actually promoting in a lot of small cities that if you do have a trade, peer-to-peer trade, that you should actually come into the police station and have that done. They're
completely safe, and the police, they offer for people to use their stations so you can make this type of transaction so you don't get scammed and you could be safe.
Exactly. So it just makes sense. And the AT&T store, I mean, that just makes a lot of sense. So if people aren't comfortable with that, then ding, 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 ding.
Exactly.
That should raise a flag or a bell that something just
for
isn't
sure.
Right. So Marty, what was her response on this?
So her response is this: "You doing too much, sir. LOL.
You're doing too much, sir. Laugh out loud."
Really? And then honestly, just go to AT&T and buy you a phone or some. Thank you. Have a blessed day.
So the lady cut the deal. She
she
literally
cut me off.
Cut him off because he asked, a legitimate question. Can we do this transaction in a place that is safe? That not only am I protected, but also you're protected.
Exactly.
We both are protected.
Let me give you an example. Just like a couple of days ago, I bought another phone, right? And it was T-Mobile. And the lady, I asked her, "Hey, is the phone paid off?" She said, "No. That's what I want the money for, is to pay it off." I said, "Okay. Where's the phone from?" She says, "T-Mobile."
Right.
I said, "Fine. Can we meet at T-Mobile?" She said, "Yes, please. So I can use that money and just pay it off right then and then."
Right.
You can tell that's not a scam. The lady openly, I went, and the T-Mobile lady was right there. The lady was right there. I had the money, and then she said, "Yep, this is the phone that I want to pay off out of my account." I give her the money. She paid for the phone. Phone is clean. I took it home. Everybody's happy.
Right. Easy.
Simple as that.
Easy breezy.
Easy.
Cover girl.
This right here, come on now, man. Seriously?
Yes.
Exactly.
This right here is, if you get this, I mean, and this is great. Like the lady basically gave Marty the suggestion to go ahead and deal with someone else, right? And again, this is not a bad thing. If somebody actually asks you to do that, then that's good for you, because what they're doing is probably trying to hustle you or scam you in the first place. So,
Exactly.
So to cut that, it just saved him a lot of time and headache.
So do not force a buy. Do not force a situation. If you get something like this, don't think you're missing out on a good deal. Just move on.
There's a lot of deals out there, guys.
There's a million deals out there.
Deals. So obviously you guys get safety. So moving on, the last question we're going to ask is, so what is the price? So now is the most important part. After safety, of course. How much are we going to negotiate for the phone, and how are we going to do that, right? Or the device. So
Exactly.
Let's go ahead and get an example of exactly one of those things.
All right.
So Marty, go ahead.
So this phone right here was an iPhone XS Max, 64 gigs, and I asked a couple of other questions, and then when we got down to, so I asked to pay it off. He said no. I said, what the phone is, what company is it from?
What the phone? What the phone?
What the phone is from?
What the phone?
Shut the front door. Anyways, guys, so I asked the questions. Mr. Will, we got to focus here, man.
Okay, focus.
The people's watching.
The people's all watching.
Exactly. And you guys are learning. So,
Sorry, peoples.
let's get back to it.
Yes.
Now, I asked all the questions, paid off, IMEI. I did the same thing. The guy say no, it's not paid off. So I say, okay, that's fine. Where's the phone from? And he says Sprint, which is right here, Sprint. Then this is what I say. So now I got all this information. Now that gives me power to negotiate. So, okay, that's good. So I acknowledge what he tell me. Always acknowledge, man. Have some customer service on your core, or I don't know. Anyway, so can you accept $650 for it, since it's RCM unlocked and it's a Sprint and it's not paid off? So I got 3 things that I got out of him that are negative that I'm going to use so I can drive the price the way that I want to, the way that I know that I can. If I resell it, I can make money. So I make my own price. And of course, the guy, all he could say is, sure, when can you meet? He has no weapon. I have all the weapons right here, because I found out the information. And then in order for you to do something like that, you gotta know what the market is. You gotta do homework. You gotta register with Cellular Repair School and learn a bunch of stuff, and then you can be ready for battle. You know what I'm saying? And then you can ask this kind of questions.
Exactly, and these are the kind of questions you need to know. Now, what Marty can do at the conclusion of this is he can feel good about his purchase, right? So he's asked all of these questions. Basically, they're 4 legitimate questions, right? Now, these questions might lead you into other questions, but these are the top 4 questions, guys, that you want to ask each and every time, right? And again, it's not going to always get to the same conclusion. Sometimes, depending on how they answer the question, might transition you into a different question or a different direction. But at the end of the day, if you ask these 4 questions, right, and you get to the bottom of these 4 questions and you still feel good about that purchase, then I would say go ahead and make that purchase depending on what you're trying to make that purchase for, right? Some of that is relative to what you need the device for. So some things, right, in terms of the questions that we are telling you guys to ask, might be good for you, they may not be good for you. It just depends on what the need is for the device. So with that being said, what you really should understand is what you're looking for in regards to the answers to those questions. One thing that you should never stray for is the question of where to meet. You should never stray from that question. It should always be in a safe place. Yes. And it should always be in a place where you feel comfortable to do the transaction and you're not worried, because safety never changes and it's always the same each and every time.
That is correct.
Meet in a place that you feel safe, not only for you, but safe for your the transaction.
Yeah, for the transaction, for your money, for everybody has to be safe.
Exactly. So with that being said, Mr. Marty,
that is it.
I think that concludes another scam of the week.
Yes, sir.
Right? So if you guys have any questions,
you can contact us, and don't forget that we have more and more and more stuff at Cellular Repair School. Only $49 a month, guys. You have no idea what you guys are going to be getting.
Exactly. So with that said, Willie Magnum,
Marty.
See you guys in the next Scam of the Week.
All right, we're out.
Have a good one. Peace.
Peace. See, I didn't do the robot one.